Okay, today's sutta is on brushing. Sutta 208 from the book of 5, Anguttara Nikaya, Numerical Discourses. Yesterday was on the 5 benefits of rice porridge. Today is on brushing. Because there are these 5 dangers in not brushing one's teeth. Part 5. It is bad for one's eyes, one's breath stinks, one's taste buds are not purified, bowel and phlegm envelop one's food, and one's food does not agree with one. These are the 5 dangers in not brushing one's teeth. Because there are these 5 benefits in brushing one's teeth. Part 5. It is good for one's eyes, one's breath does not stink, one's taste buds are purified, bowel and phlegm do not envelop one's food, and one's food agrees with one. These are the 5 benefits in brushing one's teeth. So this is the sutta for today. And I've come across this before. Very interesting. The Buddha actually advocates oral hygiene. Yeah. The interesting thing is that for the most part in human civilization, oral hygiene wasn't really advocated for a long time. Yeah. And our lifespan increased after we recognized oral hygiene. Yeah. So interesting. One would think that, every day you just brush your teeth, no big deal. Yeah. But with oral hygiene, I read some article about it. It says that with oral hygiene, then our nutrition intake improve, then our health generally improve, yeah, and we can live longer. Because with that oral hygiene, our teeth would decay much earlier. Yeah. So, any questions? Today's sutta is quite straightforward. Look up and not drink water. Yes. I was demonstrating to the kids of Hong Fa Tuan the other day, the last lesson for them this year, on how they was teaching them how to wash dishes, and then also mention about brushing your teeth. Do you brush your teeth? How many times do you brush your teeth? Twice a day? Oh, not bad, huh? When do you brush your teeth? Usually, when it's twice, it's once in the morning and once at night before you sleep.
After meal.
Quack. After meal, or quack. The right timing would be after meal. Yeah. And it's to remove any remnants inside the mouth, that's trapped between the teeth. So after every meal for Choi Kwan. So if you were to take some afternoon snack, you also brush your teeth. That's a very good practice. For others, they may brush their teeth early in the morning before you wake up. Before you wake up. Before you wake up, before you brush your teeth, then continue sleeping. before you have your breakfast. How many of you brush your teeth before your breakfast? Then that's not after your meal already. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, it can be after your meal also. Yeah. At night you all have dinner, then morning you brush, so it's still after your meal, except it's after many hours. Yeah. So many people brush their teeth based on a certain regularity. In the morning, when you wake up, then have your breakfast. And then once at night to clear all the rubbish for the whole day before you sleep. Uh, I had this cousin uh, who, from my mother's side, yeah, I think it's okay to say this, huh? Huh? Okay or not? Nothing bad lah. It's a good thing actually. I think it's a good thing. Okay, I'm saying it with the mindset it's a good thing, so I'm not trying to put it down. Dong Jue here, right? Yeah. So he's actually much older than us. But so a few interesting things about him. Yeah. He quite dotes on us also. He's a air flight attendant. So I remember every now and then when he visit us, he'll bring us small little interesting stuff. And my first binoculars was from him. Yeah, it's a folding type. It's a hardboard thing, and then with lens, and it looks quite well actually. But the reason why I bring him up is not because of that. It's because he also shared with us another thing, which is when to brush your teeth. When he wake up in the morning, he don't brush his teeth. Yeah, and it was quite a shock for everybody. It's like what? Then he explained. He says, um, I've not eaten anything since the last time I brushed my teeth, so why should I be brushing my teeth now? Yeah. So he actually really brushed his teeth after his meal. Yeah. So immediately after his meal, he will brush his teeth. So that means to say, let's say after his dinner, he will brush his teeth. So after that, he never consumed anything. So what is the reason why you must brush your teeth in the morning? I thought that was very interesting. Yeah. So, but I think for most people, we are used to brushing our teeth in the morning because it freshens us up. Yeah, we feel fresher, and then it seems like the right thing to do to start the day, right? So then the question is, we brush our teeth, then we eat our breakfast. Do we brush again? We usually don't brush again after breakfast, isn't it? For most people, huh? Yeah. So then we carry the grime with us. There will at least be some grime, especially if you eat the kway teow mee. Yeah. Sometimes in the morning, then you have the bee hoon mee, the usual breakfast kind of stuff, right? It's very starchy. Starchy food can coat our mouth, or then after that you drink soy milk, it also coats our teeth, our mouth. If at least you rinse, then not so bad. So then all the way to lunch, and most of us, if we are at work, I mean now work from home, we are at home, but at work, we go to food court to eat. How many of you bring your toothbrush to work? I have had a colleague who actually bring his toothbrush to work. Chai Kwan also bring to work. Well done. Yeah. So, yeah, there was one day I saw him going to the toilet to brush his teeth, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Then he's like, "Brushing my teeth." Yeah, very matter of factly. I was like, "Huh?" And he's like, "Why not?" you know? Yeah, and it was just something that, wow, interesting. So, but I don't know whether other people brush their teeth, but if they do, they must be doing it in a very, very, what you call it, uh, very secretive way. Yeah, but these are the few people that I know who actually brush their teeth after their meal. Yeah, because if you don't bring your toothbrush to work, then you cannot be brushing your teeth after your meal, huh? Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, so I have a toothbrush here. Yeah. And the point about this is, do we brush our teeth clean or out of habit? Yeah. Or do we brush our teeth functionally to clean our teeth, or is it out of habit? Many times we do it out of habit. Yeah. When we do it out of habit, it also possibly means that when you brush our teeth, we just go through the motion of brushing. Yeah. We're not consciously cleaning it. Yeah. We are just brushing it, brush, then rinse, boom, okay, done. Right? Um, we are not consciously cleaning it. Yeah. I'm not saying you're, I'm not talking about your, because you all feel so bad. Sifu say I don't clean my teeth. Yeah. And what I said got to do with our uh, with our sitting, right? Yeah. If we if we do our practices, yeah, like how we just brush our teeth, then we are not consciously purifying ourselves. Yeah. Then we just go through the motion. Yeah. And that's why the question that I sometimes will ask students, especially new students, is what practice they do. Yeah. And ask them how that practice help them to work towards purification. Yeah. Otherwise, we just go through the motion. Times up. Okay, meditate. Yeah. Times up. Do chanting. Yeah. Times up. We go and do this. We do that. Yeah. The moment there is dirt in our teeth, do we clean it? The moment if there's a ketchup on your face, yeah, you eat halfway, then there's some sauce on your face, yeah, do you clean it immediately? Say yes. Yes, I hope yes. Yeah. When do we not clean it? When we don't know, right? And when our friend tell us, we say, then we say, huh, have me, have me. No, lah. If our friend tell us, we should be happy that our friend tell us, right? Yeah. Then we quickly clean it. So if we clean our face, clean our mouth, clean our teeth, then we should also clean our mind also. Yeah. So anytime there's greed, hatred, or delusion, anytime there's agitation, sometimes it's not so clear that it's greed, hatred, or delusion. Sometimes it's just that our mind is a bit restless, a bit agitated. Then we should work to clean it up. Yeah. Otherwise, after a while, it forms a layer, it forms a plaque. Then it's not so clear that our mind is agitated. Yeah. Then that becomes the norm. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Any other questions?
师傅, sorry, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yesterday you said about the like to be vegetarian, like you can try to do repentance and some vows, right? How does that work? Sorry.
How does that work? Well, it's about how. So it's about asking for help from the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas to be able to um, be on a vegetarian diet, even though our body constituent doesn't support it. Yeah. How does it work? I think of it in terms of merits. Yeah. A person who is meritorious, then it is described that the Buddha, whatever the Buddha consumed, is super nutritious. Yeah, and it tastes like honey, tastes like milk, tastes like nectar. And it is said that it is due to his merit. So I recall one description that even when he drink water, it's like that. Yeah. So in the Buddhist tradition, there's this saying that like different people eat the same thing, right? But we all have different levels of absorption. And this is scientifically true also, right? That we all have different level of absorption. But the why is different. Scientifically, we say the reason why we absorb differently is because of our genetics, because of our physiology, and so on and so forth, right? In Buddhism, we say that why there's this difference is because of our past karma. Yeah. So a person with a complete human rebirth merit, then the bodily constituent um, is in balance, has good bodily constituents, and so on. Yeah. So by making the aspiration, the vow that you want to, I think I mentioned about the Bodhisattva path. Yeah. So by making such a aspiration, then if there's enough merit, then it can change as well. Yeah. Okay. So it's for you, huh? You want to be a vegetarian, or you are trying to be a vegetarian?
I think I tried a number of years back, but I always had some kind of health problems after that. And yeah, then I also had I have low iron.
Okay. So even when you are not on a vegetarian diet, are you low on iron?
Yeah.
Okay. So then it has lesser to do with being a vegetarian, right? Yeah. But of course, but being a vegetarian can aggravate the situation.
Yeah.
Especially if so let's not talk about that, especially if so how can we improve, right? So there are certain vegetables that is stronger in iron. From what I know, spinach, I think broccoli has iron content also. Yeah. So there's a quite a number of food that is higher in iron content. Of course, if you compare with like meat, then it's quite a different scale. So it means that you need to eat a bit more to have the same level. But the thing is that actually we humans don't need so much nutrition to warrant eating meat. Yeah. Also, one thing I ask some students to try is instead of just switching to full vegetarian immediately, just calibrate yourself. Like for 7 days, maybe you can try eating, depending on your bodily constituent, you may try to eat, let's say, once a week first. Yeah. Or then gradually increase to twice, 3 times. Yeah. So slowly move towards like 7 days. Of course, for some people, to begin with, even when they are not a vegetarian, they don't really eat that much meat anyway. Yeah. Then it's about scaling down the amount of meat. Yeah. Yeah. One crucial thing to eat moderately. Yeah. Moderately doesn't mean lesser. It means to eat adequately, such that your body receive the sufficient nutrients. Yeah. I've been on a vegetarian diet since 2000. Yeah, since 2000, because I switched to vegetarian diet before I ordained. And when I initially switched, some colleagues, they were like, huh? You switched to vegetarian diet? Then some other colleagues teased me and say that, I just saw him eat a cow when we were in US. How can it be possible? Yeah, because I was quite a heavy meat eater before that. Yeah. At home, we switched to vegetarian diet since 1989, I think. Huh? 89. Yeah. So maybe that helped. Yeah, maybe that helped. Yeah. So then I told my colleagues, well, I'm going to try for 3 months. If you see me sprout on the corridor, then you know it didn't work. Yeah. Also try doing it gradually. Don't do a 1-0 kind of switch. Yeah. But full disclosure, since 2000, right, I'm on a full vegetarian diet, except for a few occasions. There was once uh, when I first came back, and then I met I think I was back on was it on a trip? Probably on a trip. Then I met my ex-colleagues for meal, and then they asked me what I like to have. So at that point in time, I was like all the way to the whatever you give me, I'll eat. Not that I crave for meat. So one of them, I don't know whether out of cheekiness or what, he said, really? Whatever we offer, you eat. I said, yeah, that's the inside the teachings. So he brought me to a restaurant and ordered what? He ordered the dim sum. Yeah, yeah. Then the awkward thing was that my cousin was working there. My cousin saw, 师傅, why you're here? Yeah. So, but I still ate it anyway. Yeah. But that was the one meal. Then another meal was when I was taking a flight to Myanmar. Supposed to be a no meals flight. So I didn't order food. Then somehow they started serving the meal. And it so happened that one of my SBF student, his wife is Myanmar. So he was on the same flight. So he sat next to me and he was also surprised. He said, on this flight, it's always just peanuts because it's a very short flight. Then how come today they serve food? So it was very strange. So because of that, I didn't order vegetarian. So whatever come. Well, and that was the toughest pork chop I've ever eaten in my whole life. I was like, okay, I'm not missing anything. Was there another? I don't think. Is there? Uh, I think there was once, maybe once more when I visited this Theravadan center in US, when I was in US. Yeah, because they're Theravadan, right? So most of it is vegetarian, but then there was, I think, some sushi that day or something. Yeah, and then I was trying to be, yes, everything, whatever is offered, everything take a bit. Anyway, but other than that, my point is, other than that, it has been full vegetarian, and the health wise, whenever I go for a health check, there's uh, most of the time the doctor would tell me like your health is better than mine. Don't complain. Yeah. Also, it's about moderating your diet. Yeah, make sure you eat evenly. Uh, so I don't know how you eat. Yeah. But avoid the irony is you have to avoid some vegetarian stall because some vegetarian stall will give you all the deep fried stuff and then they will very nice one insist that you take it. Yeah. So for those who are trying out vegetarian diet, you may want to mix between some of the newer vegetarian stall, or you just go to a zap cai kiam stall, the food stall, and just order the vegetable. Yeah, understandably, some are very concerned. It's like, oh, but how about the stream inside? Just pick them out. Yeah. And the reason why I suggest this is not because, wow, I fancy the taste, but it's because in a zap cai kiam place, right, you actually have a wider variety of vegetables. Right? Agree? You go to the zap cai kiam, you have kailan, you have kangkong, you have bai cai, you have changdou, you have all full variety. You go to a vegetarian store, you'll be lucky to find cai sim. Yeah. So try it, try it. Okay?
Thank you, 师傅。
要讲回向，愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿得智慧真明了，
愿得智慧真明了，
不愿罪障悉消除，
不愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
Till we meet again, may be guided and protected by the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu. And as always,
乖乖。
all right, take care of yourself. Have a normal Thursday ahead.